Welcome to The Secret Life of Parkinson's. I'm your host, Jessica Krauser, and I'm here with my co-host, Brian Baker.
Hello.
We are your young onset patient hosts.
Slowly not becoming young.
Not becoming any younger. So did I tell you what we're talking about today?
I don't believe I know.
Okay, I didn't think so. Today we're going to talk about what scared us the most when we were initially diagnosed, and or if you're still scared of something. So when you were first diagnosed, what were you scared of?
When I first got diagnosed, I didn't know what I got diagnosed with, so wasn't scared of really anything because I didn't know what to expect. And then the one thing that stands out, I have had multiple dreams, recurring dreams, where I kind of start to lose my cognitive side of things, and my memory goes, and that's the one thing that has, like, I have had dreams where I couldn't remember in the dream.
Yeah.
Like stuff. I'm like, what is that? What is that kid's name? Or what is that person's name? Or what is my son's name? So I've had stuff like that I've gone through. That's probably the one thing that stuck out the most.
So the reason why I actually bring this up is, I don't think I told you, but I met a few other women just from doing some of the Instagram posts and stuff like that on Michael J. Fox Instagram. They reached out to me, and they're around our age. They're around our age. They have kids around the same age. One was diagnosed 3 years ago, just like I was. There's two other ones that were just recently diagnosed this year, and in talking to them, they're still at that really early phase. And I don't know, maybe it's the difference between women and men. Like, they are doing exactly what myself and the other woman was doing, is like, we heavily invested and like researched and read things and whatnot. And part of me feels bad because I see, and I know they're still in that scared stage. One of them said, she's like, we quickly just went out on a trip with the kids because she's like, what if I can't do this later on? Or, when is this going to stop? And we all had, maybe not all of us, but we talked about, we had that image of, am I going to be in a wheelchair in a year? Because it's like, you don't know. You don't know.
And I think I've said this a couple times, like when I first got diagnosed, it physically consumed me. Like, every thought was Parkinson's. Mm-hmm. And then I just woke up one day and said, I can't live like this. I have to live my life today. And I have to take advantage of the time I have doing the things I enjoy. Mm-hmm. It takes them away. I was doing stuff this week, and I was like, I can't do this like I used to do. We know it's going to take it away at some point, but we got to fight for every minute we get to do those things that we enjoy.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. But yeah, initially, I think when I was first diagnosed, the only thing there was a couple things that scared me that I'll talk about, but the only thing I actually got emotional about was when I got the DAT brain scan back for my MDS. It like confirmed for her, like, after the assessment, that I had Parkinson's. And I just asked, are my kids going to get it? And I, like, for the first time in a while, got choked up because I was like very emotionless at that point. And she's like, no one will know. I think she said something like only 20% of Parkinson's patients, it goes down to the next generation. But that was one of the things I was initially scared about. But then, like, I started reading things, and I'm scared of getting like masked face. And I think,
come on, you're scared of me?
I'm not scared of you, but that's the thing. Like, I can tell. Like, do you feel like you have it?
Oh, I have it. Definitely have it. Like, I can sit there and people don't even know. Like, I have shown no emotion. I don't have the natural smile that I used to have.
Do people tell you about it, or you recognize?
I have had people like tell me that I seem unapproachable. And I was like, well, I'm such a nice guy. Who doesn't
You're so friendly.
Yeah, who doesn't want to approach me?
Who doesn't love Brian?
You're right. I don't get it.
When did that start?
Probably before I got diagnosed.
Like, that's right. We did talk about that.
I literally got a job offer, and they're like, my manager was like, are you happy? Or I can't read you. And I was like, no, I'm happy. And I just had no emotion.
So I wonder if I'm already. Maybe I thought of what masked face was is different than what it truly is, because I think of it. There was like a website that shows like literally no emotion, but you can still do it. Yeah. I guess just like any exercises, you can move, but it doesn't happen naturally. Like right now, I know I'm I don't want to say I'm faking it and we're being unnatural, but I'm like overly, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Melissa needs to make us smile more. Instead of making us frown.
Aw, turn that frown upside down.
Yeah.
So
she needs to make workouts fun so we enjoy them.
I think she's listening to you. She's
It's
probably frowning at you right now. But that takes muscle. So you have to frown and smile. But it's funny, I now, I don't know why it never dawned on me, but I've had a couple of my girlfriends say, I was on a trip with my college girlfriends, and they're like, we were so excited to see, like, the one night they're like, you were having so much fun and this and that. And I was like, did I not look like I was having fun beforehand? And I don't realize it. I think when I'm just sitting there and I'm having conversations and in my mind, and I feel like I'm normal, but I think on the outside, I guess
What
I don't
they
really.
see.
What?
That's you don't see what they see.
Right.
Yeah, I've had, like I said, I do that all the time. Like, I feel great, I'm in a good mood, and people are like, what's wrong? What are you mad about? Like, nothing.
Yeah. Did you ever think, when you were diagnosed, or I guess when you started learning about it, that Parkinson, like, is Parkinson's going to be like a death sentence?
No, I think I mean, I learned early on that it doesn't kill you. It just makes life miserable until you die. That's the kind of way I would heard it. I mean, it makes everything harder.
It makes things harder.
It does make everything harder, and it's the fact that it takes, you know, and not to knock on other diseases and other things, but, you know, like, guess what? There's no hope sometimes. You know, where if you have cancer, there's treatments a lot of times that there's hope. And, you know, as much as we try to be positive, be, you know, excited about what we do, you know, sometimes you're searching for that hope. Like, you know, where's is there something around the corner that is going to cure this? You know, where's it at? And we keep hearing, oh, this is coming down. This is gonna be a game changer. You know, but when you're in the tornado, you need to find the basement now. You don't have time to look for shelter while you're fighting the battle sometimes.
So Brian's a glass half empty kind of person, while I'm a glass half full kind of person. But that's just something I noticed. But no, in all seriousness, I think it's important for people to know right away. That was one of the first questions my kids asked me.
Yeah.
They're like, "Can you die from this?" And that was the one thing that I did leave. My first appointment from my MDS, I left that appointment with her saying, you cannot die from Parkinson's, but you obviously die with Parkinson's. Now, there's instances that can happen that might trigger such like scenarios, but it's not something that we can die from. Did you ever get afraid of the side effects of medication? Like, did they freak you out when they were talking about the medication? Like, this is going to make you not, and you read all the side effects. This is going to make you nauseous. This is going to make you this. This is going to make you that.
Not really. I mean, I've had some side effects, just like all of us have, but nothing. I less research sometimes is good, better
It's
for me.
true.
The less I know about sometimes some of the stuff, the happier I am, because I just assume most of the best things are going to happen. Because if you read the side effects, you read what's the worst case scenario. That's like, you know, when I got diagnosed, the doctor's like, do not Google Parkinson's disease because you're going to hear the worst case scenarios, and that's all you're going to read about. And, you know, so, you know, I try to focus on the positive, Jess.
Oh my gosh, maybe you are a glass half full.
I am half full today.
Well, I always was scared of carbidopa levodopa for a while, just because they said in young, thin women, it can make you dyskinetic. And I was like, well, I want to feel better, but I don't want to be then moving all the time with like having your shoulders roll and whatnot. I don't know why it never dawned on me of like, just try it. And if I don't like the side effects, then you can just get back off of it. But I'm on it now, and it's fine.
Yeah, and then you always have you always heard the story. I think Dr. Patel addressed this in our one. Like, eventually it's going to quit working. You know, and what we found out, no, you just have to take more of it.
You have to take more of it because not that it's not working anymore. It's that we're just progressing.
You're losing.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, in our last 30 seconds, I'll leave you with this. like I mentioned, the one thing that stuck with me when I was first diagnosed is that my MDS said, you cannot die from Parkinson's. You die with Parkinson's. No two people are the same with this disease. So while we can't tell the future, you can always do what's best for you and your situation. So exercise or at least stretch every day. Take your medication on time, eat well, join a PD community, and educate yourself. Thanks for tuning in.